Is that an invitation I smell? I soaked each one in bacon grease before sending them out. Right this way, then. I hope you brought your apron. Between the blood, saliva, and crying, well, you'll probably also need wading trousers down there. Oh, hold on. I have it written down. By decree of His Majesty, Jester King Emmerich, the tyrannical would-be usurper, King War, is to be put to death in the arena. The porcine potentate himself. Oh, don't put on a face. It's all a gag for the festival. The conjurers call up a fan to bore for the games. You're not actually killing a big, cute, bristly piggy. This is Jester's festival, not the war in Cyrodiil. You must be fun at parties. Yes, you just go over and wrestle that giant illusory pig like an idiot while we all watch. Plus, the audience ticket sales will help finance the festival expenses for years to come. Are you in or not? By the powers vested in me, I dub thee Jester King Emmerich's champion of charcuterie! Now get in there and carve yourself a rasher. Oh, it's certain to be a spectacle for sure, but the only casualties have been pride. I wouldn't underestimate the conjured cob roller, or we'll be dragging you out of here with mud on your face, too. Oh, for the love of... You go punch the piggy for prizes. I don't know. Because he's the big stinky pig potentate, and Jester King Emmerich said to. What are you, the Grand Maestro of the House of Reveries? Ugh, fine. He, stole the Swine Princess from Jester King Yoran, and he's, hogging her all to himself? Yeah? I guess it does have potential. I'll keep it in mind for next year. Maybe the Jester Court will finally let me into the troupe.
You did what had to be done.
Jadziri knew you would be back for more. One taste of her special cider is all it takes to have patrons begging like sugar tooth. This one assures you, skooma is not in her recipe. Would you care to earn more of Jadziri cider? Good! She thought the arena handlers were hauling especially fragrant baskets of fruit today. Ever so ripe for the picking, provided you prevent that porker from poaching them all. Return when you've gathered as many as you can from the arena. All the fermented mud crab apples you could ever want are in the baskets around the arena. Of course, you'll need this ticket to get in, and you'll have to get to them before King Boar. And you most definitely don't want to let him gulp too many down. Oh, well, they are very ripe. Pungent, potent, you might say. And after a few too many, that porker becomes quite puissant. A veritable stench-breathing drunken dragon. Besides, the more you keep from him, the more Jadziri can mash for you. Well, Jadziri supposes she could do something with even just one if it were particularly squishy, juicy, but she will take as many as you can carry. The more the merrier, this one assures you. Oh yes, Jaunter. Only those who have won the favor of the Jester Kings and Queen can stand as their champion against King Boar. You can't enter the arena without one. Or you aren't supposed to, anyway. Rules are for fools, as they say.
Remember her name, the pretty one.
Presenting the Emperor of Affluence, the patron of porkers, the saint of swine, King Boar.
Another banquet for King Boar!
Just like you like it!
My liege, a tribute fit for a king.
Alas, who will dispose of all the kingdom's refuse now? You heroes, you mushy spoils.
Did you have any luck snatching some fermented mud crab apples out of King Boar's mouth? What a bountiful bushel you've brought! Oh, Jadziri isn't sure her tub will contain all the juices if she tries to plunge into so much mush. Rest assured, this one will not waste a drop of this odoriferous extract. And for you, an equally juicy reward. Now, Jadziri has much stomping and squeezing ahead. She would talk to you as she works, but this one fears you would be sopping with splashed mesh before too long. See this one tomorrow, and she will have fresh cider again. With happiness, love, and so much pent-up aggression. Jadziri sprinkles her special blend of spices onto her feet and gives the tub of overripe apples a thorough stomping. It is quite joyful. Then she sieves the slop into her still, and voila! She assures you it isn't quite so simple, but to share all her secrets would mean Jadziri's special cider would not be so special. Besides, it is her well-seasoned feet that give her brew its unique aftertaste. Her foot fragrance is familiar, yes?
Even the swine stench is just like the real thing. You smell like you just had a bath in pig sweat. And guts. And, well, you get the idea. I think the conjurers are having a laugh at your expense. Oh, right. Joy unto Tamriel! The tyrant king of pork now wallows with the dead, his haunches and hoard divided among the heroic and the hungry, his head hung on high as hallmark of his hubris. Here's your cut and your cuts. They're real, I swear.
Hey you! Interested in some real Jester's Festival fun? Ah, my partner in hilarity! Back for more pranks? I have a great one for you today. A big laugh. Pranks? Of course. There's no better way to celebrate than playing harmless japes on others. I consider myself a master, but there is only one of me, and there are many people in need of a laugh. I think you have what it takes. Interested? I'm glad to have a prankster partner. You understand me and the Jester's Festival in a way most don't. I'll have to think about what fun to set up for tomorrow. Maybe something with scrib jellies. The target is my good friend, Legica. She also happens to be a carpenter with a little workbench that she's always huddled under. Set up the prank kit over her awning, and the second she gets under it... blah! Slime catastrophe! She's got a kiosk in Dalmora that she uses to sell her wares. You shouldn't have any trouble finding her. She'll look so funny covered in slime, it'll take forever to get out of her hair. You're in for a treat. Go on, get the kit and get going.
You never wake up feeling the lashes again? It's nothing, just dreams.
Eek! What is this stuff? Oh,
Do you
this
have
has sores
any
and laughter
more
written all over it.
You plan to cook them or read them?
It's for the meal. Unless you wanted a reading.
No, thanks.
Snake? No, frog. Sorry, I was just coming up with another prank idea. The perfect prank should be disruptive and shocking, but not terrifying or damaging. Even better if it's tailored to the person. It's a delicate balance, you know. I should think so. I'm so glad you pulled it off. She's always pranking me, and it's incredibly hard to get back at her. I knew I picked the right person for the job. How did she react? Excellent! Another successful prank. The Jester's Festival would be nothing without this kind of fun. I thank you for joining. I'll put together another prank kit for you tonight. Come back tomorrow and I'll set you up with another. Now, what to do for next time? How about replacing someone's paint bucket with milk? The city's cats would rush over to lick the side of a house. Maybe too expensive. And we wouldn't want the cats to get splinters. Once, I fashioned a thin, nearly invisible film made from dried cow spit and chitin. I put the film over my friend's privy late at night, knowing that first thing in the morning, he would need to relieve himself. It gets better, or worse, depending on your perspective. Unknown to either of us, my friend's wife had eaten some bad fruit at a gathering earlier that evening. Unfortunately for her, she had to urgently use the privy in the middle of the night. Indeed, it went exactly how you imagined. There was much screaming, cursing, and an extensive cleaning that night. Much later, we had a good laugh. When the prank pranks the prankster, that's when you know it's special. Now, what to do for next time? How about replacing